This is Feed Your Mind. So Candace Owens' thoughts on the shape of the earth may surprise you.
My poor husband, he rolls over. He's like, what are you reading? And I feel like a regular wife says something, I don't know, maybe a love series, Nora Roberts, sweeping her away. Me, on the other hand, he rolled over, he asked me, and I said, oh, I'm reading a flat earth theory. And it dawned into an entire conversation. He's like, why are you reading a flat earth theory? And I'm like, because somebody messaged me on Manect about it and they included some links and I'm just reading them. I don't know. I'm just an interested person. No matter what, if there's a bunch of people that believe something, I now want to know what it is that they believe. And of course, he pushed me on this and he was talking about the earth curvature and science. And I said to him, listen, I'm not a flat earther. I'm not a round earther. Actually, what I am is I am somebody who has left the cult of science. I have left the mega church of science because what I have now realized is that science, what it is actually, if you think about it, is a pagan faith. Live the other day, and again, I'm not subscribing to the flat earth theory at all. I just decided to read an article on it because why not? This person writes, hey, Candace, I heard you mention flat earth on your live today and I had to reach out. Please, I'm imploring you to continue down the flat earth rabbit hole because it's true. NASA has lied to us about the shape of our world, plain and simple. I believe the main reason being to separate us from God because nobody would be able to deny him if people knew that we actually live in a place that necessitates the existence of a creator. Once you look, you will see that all of the evidence points to the earth being flat. The biggest indicators, in my mind, being the fact that we can see objects at a distance that should be hidden behind hundreds of feet by the curve of the earth. The fact that all modern technology assumes the earth is a flat topographical plane to function, airplanes, GPS, and the truly hilarious footage and abject lack of proof that we actually went to the moon. Reach out to YouTubers that have done the research for more information. And he offers some YouTubers. Thanks. Here's what I will say to you. I definitely believe the moon landing was faked. I had no coming back for me after reading Chaos and reading something else called A Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the Moon. It just, I don't know. It's always seemed cartoonish to me. But then when you realize what the government was up to in the 60s and how they were focused on creating a mass psychosis.
So she was said to be looking into this article and some information about the flat earth. Her husband was sitting next to her and saw what she was looking into and asked her if she was a flat earther. And she was like, basically, nah, she's just looking into it. She's not a flat earther. She's looking into some information on it though. And so he started hitting her with all these globe, the globe information that everyone knows and was taught in school. So he hits her with all these ridiculous school-based assumptions of the globe earth, and Candace pretty much was able to shoot those down pretty easily because she looked into enough information to debunk them like anyone else is able to do after a brief look into the information on the flat earth. So a lot of globe earthers just assume that they live on a globe earth. They don't understand that there's tons of proof that you don't live on a globe earth. So Candace was able to talk about long distance photography and how planes fly level and how GPS works and everything. So she was pretty much educated on a lot of the information that she needed to, dismiss a lot of the globe claims. So also she already had a foot in the door when she understood how the moon landing was not real. So she already figured that out months before. I guess that's what led her to this information, is when she discovered how the moon landing was not real. That kind of leads to this information. So she was offered to look into more flat earth information, and she kind of figured out that, yeah, science is full of it. Basically, she's saying science is pretty much like a cult or a pagan religion, if you will. It's pretty much to, control your mind and to promote evolution and to promote that there's no God and that there's no creator, stuff like that. So that's how she looks at science now. She doesn't trust it, and she is very skeptical of anything to do with science. So this is where she's at now. And, she knows how the flat earth information is actually showing us that science is trying to hide the creator. They're trying to hide creation and proof of intelligent design. And that's what you pretty much start to figure out the more you look into this information, is that science is here to kind of stand in the way, well, pretty much stand in the way of, the creator. They want to block the average person, the general public, from figuring out that there is proof of creation. And they want to explain away Earth and everything that goes on here on Earth. They want to dismiss it as natural and just, it came out of nowhere, just kind of, started from nothing, which is pretty ridiculous. And it shouldn't take much for the average person, you would think, to figure this out, that this Earth is not just a random place. It's actually, intelligently designed place that we're living in. So it looks like we're about to have another high profile celebrity person that is about to become another flat earther. Now, look, I don't know if she's going to ever admit it or not, if she gets to that point where she will admit that the earth is flat, because that takes more of a step forward, and it takes more courage, because some people might figure out that the earth is flat, but they don't want to announce it to the public because they're afraid of the backlash. So Candace Owens seems to kind of be pretty brave when it comes to stuff like this. She'll say what she means, and she'll say controversial things that she knows the general public might not agree with. So she seems pretty bold in that regard. So that'd be pretty interesting to see how her journey goes. Now would be the time for flat earthers to reach out to her, more high profile flat earthers, and have this conversation with her, because, she's at a point now where, she could actually come aboard. You never know. But the other thing, like I said, is maybe she'll figure it out and keep it to herself. So we don't know yet what direction she's going to take, but she seems to be on the right path so far, and she seems to be very open to understanding this information. So I think it's very urgent for a high-profile flat earther to reach out to her and get that interview, and get her thoughts on a platform in a long-form discussion. And yeah, that's about it for today, though. Let me know your thoughts. I'll leave some links in the comment section and description box. If you want to do more research with me on the subject, I also leave links to my other channels, my social media, my Feature Mind store, my free email newsletters, and much more. If you would like to support this channel, please donate as little as $1 to help keep this channel online. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.